They come from near and far to hear the words of the guru, a man they call teacher. The teacher is an apparently unassuming 32-year-old living a dream the whole of China wants to wait to find has become reality: capitalist-style wealth. Two years ago, he left a desk job to sell detergent to China's rising middle class for that entrepreneurial icon Amway, short for the American way. Today, he does more than sell products, he sells the dream itself, the promise of a lifestyle far removed from anything China has known before. Zhang Xingqing, an Amway party cadre, doesn't see much of his wife these days. But every 2 months they organize a mass gathering, more like a spiritual revival, to share sales secrets with distributors. This time they're in their home province, detailing their personal transformation from rags to riches. In Amway speak, a philosophy aimed at converting its followers to confident, happy, worldly, and in China's terms, extremely rich individuals.
安利的会场就像一个火箭发射场，我们每一位朋友就像那个待发的火箭一样的我们这边做好所有的技术装备，我们在这边做好所有的准备工作，而待发的火箭一样。所以今天每位朋友，当我们来到安利的这样一个会场的时候，而今天能够让我们直接学到成功者的经验和方法。
The Zhangs left their home province 4 years ago for the city of Guangzhou, a magnet for China's entrepreneurs. A place that for years has lured millions of Chinese to have a go and get rich.
This is where most people arrive in the city of opportunity, by train from all across the country. It's not surprising that Guangzhou is the birthplace of China's direct selling industry. There are so many newcomers anxious to make a quick buck.
One of those newcomers was Su Lin. She came here a few years ago after 16 long years stationed in China's far west as a soldier.
师傅去那个天河体育馆。
She met teacher Zhang on a bus 2 days after she arrived. Now she's a convert.
喂，你好，你好。郑老师呢很谦卑，因为安利呢一定是非常真诚，我跟你讲一下长久才能合作下来。要是就像你说，假如要是不是像我想的那么理想，可能我跟随他可能会一段时间，也许就会消失，就这样。 所以我觉得他们为人，其实做安利其实也是做人。
She bought the message, and like Mr. Zhang, she's now a full-time distributor. As a brick in the Amway pyramid, she earns 30 times what she used to in the Red Army.
不一定非要说好像国外就要好，其实我们在国内也可以追求更好的生活。所以凭自己的努力了。为什么做安利这么努力？就是想要凭着自己的努力，能够 过一个很好的生活。
What's your goal in life?
父母呢？当然我希望可能他们这辈子中国的这些美好河川他们都见过了，但也希望能够到国外去看一看呢。我也希望，因为很多世界风光我们的挂历上都有，但还是不希望光看一看挂历，还是想能够到亲自去旅游一下
The quest of its disciples for a better life has boosted Amway's China sales to more than $100 million in the first 6 months of the year, more than double the previous year's total. But even after 20 years of reform, Chinese like Su Lin still remember the hard times.
但有时候也奇怪，有时候你看，像原来我们在单位上，一个月工资也就可能500-600这样的，但是呢，好像也要去买一件名牌的衣服， 畢竟好像一種身份，所以其實人們也喜歡追求這種品質高的生活，這是一種趨勢。就像我剛才跟你講的哈，我說原來在5年、在10年，其實電視彩電呢很少家裡面這樣有，可現在幾乎家家都有彩電了。好，那你那個錢是打在哪個賬上
？Every day, Su Lin pitches to as many clients as she can and organizes her time to attend Amway lectures. It's a lifestyle that's aimed at reaping the rewards of capitalism in the fastest possible time.
最热烈掌声，邀请我们的中国回馈汽车的周强。各位朋友，大家晚上好。谢谢哈。
At tonight's regular gathering of distributors, she's nervous, but she wins over the crowd by paying tribute to the man who brought them all here.
真的，他的課简直是风趣横生，可以说一堂課下來，讓你理念觀念接受到以後哈，你還會發現怎麼笑聲不斷，掌聲不斷哈，所以真的。
Su Lin has found a business which is gradually making her rich and an instant circle of admiring friends, far removed from the drudgery of her life in the army.
我父母親跟我到會場。
哎，你好，姨姐。你好，你好。今天在家休息啊。哎。
The guru himself still goes on the road, flogging the products that made him rich, using sales gimmicks that would make his American masters blush. But the lifestyle doesn't necessarily come cheap. This toothpaste cost more than 3 times the average tube. Notwithstanding its near miraculous qualities.
就像这个地方是刚才使用的安利的牙膏的，基本上蓝颜色还是蓝颜色，因为这个袋子印刷质量很好的，啊，印刷一般去不掉的，但是这个地方你会发现有一点点发白了，这边你看很多的白和划痕已经出现了，这是其他牌子的牙膏。你想想我们的牙每天都在做这样的磨损，
味道还不錯。
好，金大哥。你好，你好，你好，你好。
These days, however, Mr. Zhang is better known for selling the self-made millionaire philosophy.
歡迎，我們歡迎你，真高興地見到你，歡欣歡喜地歡迎你，歡迎，歡迎，我們歡迎你。
3 days a week, his team gathers together to hear stories of personal change.
對安利的認識可能每個人都有不同。
Partly confessional, partly motivational. At a time when nothing in China seems certain, these people are looking not to the state, but to themselves to find satisfaction.
我想的話哈，我非常的感謝把我帶入這個環境中的我生命的貴人，那就是我們中國的行動鑽石，我們的鄭新清和周凡陽夫婦。所以我想借助大家的掌聲，感謝他們兩夫妻。
Their adoration of the teacher is total, even as he shares unconventional uses for yet another miracle product like this breath freshener.
在家里面炒菜以後，炒菜的時候不小心嘣一個油點碰到臉上，怎麼辦？有的人可能去找香爐，去找什麼亂七八糟的，找那個牙膏，對不對？但你會發現安利這個東西，稍微噴一點抹上去，不會起泡泡。對，不會起泡泡。能不能用你的玉手做個實驗哈？好，這是圓珠筆。 啊，可以啊，這個很看到了。
溶解，馬上就溶解。
稍微等一下，你稍微等一下，馬上把它溶解掉。
Disappearing。
對，馬上就把它溶解掉了。
對。
哎，我們把它擦擦。哎，
沒有，
就沒有了。沒有。你聞聞什麼味道
？Smells good too。
天然的薄荷清香。
This small gathering takes place at the home of Mr. Wang, who joined Teacher Zhang's pyramid of distributors 4 months ago. Mr. Wang isn't too worried about being on the bottom tier. For most of his life, he worked in a state-owned enterprise, in a job which promised stability, a modest income, but not exactly a sparkling future. But when he discovered Teacher Zhang, the potential for getting rich finally became clear.
如果说生活稳定呢，在国营企业那确实是比较稳定，因为什么呢？他是拿工资的，每个月都能保证你干不干活都能有一定的工资拿。那么从我出来工作到现在，我工作了28年，那么到现在我的积累呢，也顶多是3、2万块钱。那么现在看看我们成功老师呢，他经过2年的工作，已经达到了7、8万块钱一个月。
年轻人嘛，对自己来说，给自己更多的挑战嘛。生活。
Most of the money Teacher Zhang makes comes from sales made by the army of distributors who toil under him.
挣钱呢，只是一个途径而已啦。
When he's not working the phones or traveling around the country, he shops for clothes befitting a man of his newfound status. For Mr. Zhang, image is now what it's all about.
喜欢吗？
这个还是蛮漂亮的。
I happen to pick his favorite brand. To him, the label is equally important as the fit.
还可以吗？
挺好，挺好。对，你喜歡嗎？
可以，挺喜歡。
讀大學的時候，就很希望自己過一個很富有的生活。當然，這種富有不僅僅是指財富上的富有，因為是包括物質的、精神的，包括個人價值的這些體現，包括自己能夠未來去孝敬父母，能夠很好的去養育子女，同時給自己提供一個很寬鬆的這樣的一種生活的一種環境。
謝謝你啊，那把傘。
謝謝啊，再見。
再見。
But Mr. Zhang is saving most of his money for the future.
因為我從北方來嘛。
Next year, he and his wife plan to buy their first home. Unlike most first-time Chinese home buyers, theirs won't be a modest apartment, but a luxury, multi-story villa, the subject of Mr. Zhang's daydreams.
我想的話，一般1樓的話都是大家一個活動的一個地方，公眾的一個地方，有一個很漂亮的一個大廳，有一個很漂亮的一個大廳。當然，這個大廳裡面可能能舉辦小型的舞會，大家都可以在一起跳一跳的，也有自己工作的房間，還有很漂亮的臥室，當然，像這樣的房子，它的主人的衛生間呀，跟客人的這些可能都是會分開的，大家會提供很多的方便嘛。
You had a good job before. Why did you choose to join Amway?
今天從事安利這樣一份事業的話，讓我們的這個並且夫妻2個人可以一起來從事，同時讓自己原來很多的願望和想法，今天透過安利可以去想了。所以說安利，我們做安利以後可以敢想、敢夢、敢要了。
Mr. Zhang's team shares everything, including a regular weeknight of 10 pins. As the ideology of China's past disintegrates by the day, a new one is taking its place, right down to the bowling ball. Teacher Zhang embraces all the latest fads from the US, and in December he'll get to experience American life close up, a reward from Amway. Just thinking about it fills him with excitement.
因為美國在全世界，它是非常發達的國家，也非常文明的國家，那麼也想去看一看，跟當地的朋友去接觸一下，看他們的生活方式，到底是怎麼樣來生活的，對自己未來可能有一個很好的一種開拓和視野。
In the same way that China's leaders have redefined socialism to include the free market, so this market leader has found his own way of turning the American dream into a Chinese one.
那麼安利呢，也是讓我們每個人的透過努力，讓我們的生活會過得很好。這些我覺得跟資本主義也好，跟社會主義也好，這些好像也沒有太大的牽連，只不過是讓我們今天每個人都有希望自己過好生活的這樣一個願望。
是不是任何的事情都是物有所值？
不管是透過什麼樣的制度也好，我覺得這是一種很好的經營方式了。
我想今天如果是街上賣1瓶礦泉水
，And no one here disagrees.
我在我原來的單位，我們天天喝的水都是買來的。
It's China's latest potion for success. But for all its trappings, it's still an escape from the drudgery of the past, the uncertainty of the present, and fear of the future.